Millions of Americans could be kicking off 2025 in a polar vortex. Record-breaking frigid air expected to make its way down from Canada and hit parts of the U.S. in early to mid-January, and the cold snap could cause major power outages and test the nation's infrastructure in a really big way. So for more, let's bring in senior meteorologist at the weather company, Dan Leonard. Dan, thanks so much for being here with us. I mean, we showed the map, but just kind of tell us, what is your expectation for this cold air mass that we could be seeing? Who's it going to hit for how long?
I mean, what better way to ring in the new year, Courtney, than with a polar blast coming in for January? This is fun stuff from a meteorologist perspective. We had one last year at this time. Remember last January, even though it was a warm winter overall, we had that big cold shot right in the heart of winter, right in the middle of January. It was impressive. Wasn't as impressive as the February 2021. Remember that one? That's the one that froze Texas, and there was incredible problems with the grid, the electric grid down there. We had tremendous infrastructure problems with that one. It doesn't look like it's going to be quite that bad this time around. It's going to be close. There's going to be a lot of really extreme Arctic air in association with this polar front. But I think most of that is going to shift more into the Midwestern and Eastern U.S. So it's a glancing blow for the Southern Plains. Texas is really where the traders care about these days. We've had a huge population boom, obviously, in Texas over the past 10, 20 years or so. So there's a lot more on the line in Texas than there used to be. So if you get a really extreme cold into Texas, that can really drive the markets. But it looks like this time around, it's really more focused on the Midwest, more of a glancing blow for the Southern Plains.
So I understand you speak with a lot of hedge funds on a daily basis. What are they most concerned about when it comes to trades associated with this frigid air blast?
So the primary thing that we're talking here is natural gas, because that's really what drives the demand for natural gas is cold weather. You have to heat your home somehow. So really it's a natural gas play with this cold weather incoming. And really there have been two questions that they've been focused on lately. That's how expansive is the cold? Does it get into places like Dallas and Houston, or is it mostly an East Coast hit? And also, how long does it last, the longevity? One thing we've noticed a lot in this sort of modern times of winter weather, we're a lot warmer in general than we used to be. That's pretty obvious. Our winters are just the baseline has shifted upward in temperature, but we still get these really impressive cold snaps. They just don't last very long. But what's interesting about this upcoming event, it does look like it has a little bit of legs. It's going to come in next week and could last for an additional week, perhaps 2 weeks. And that's not something we've had a lot of in modern times. We tend to get these really quick, fleeting cold shots, but this one actually might last a little while. And that's what really has traders that I've been talking to sort of perking up and saying, wow, this isn't just a couple of day cold shot. This could last a couple of weeks. And could have some potential duration with it, which is unusual in this day and age.